and we are excited about this.
Chynaman's in the building.
Yes.
Wearing my favorite color.
Oh, Lord. He did come in dressed to the T's.
I know.
Yeah, he did.
Clean the whistle.
I came with the white suit.
He talking about come with the white suit. All right, we're going to come back with Chynaman. All right.
A lady in the street, but a freak in the street. I'm a freak to the beat, 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 freak to the beat. A lady in the street, but a freak in the street. Freak, 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 freak,
Welcome back to Immense Music. This is Cochise.
This is Mike Droski.
Judy Love.
All right, and what you just heard was Freak to the Beat with Chynaman, who happens to be in the building with us.
Yeah, Chynaman, number one in China. Ain't never been to China. Let's get it.
Number one in China, ain't never been to China. Yeah.
It's that good.
I'm mad. If you don't know about that, that's a little logo.
Yeah.
This man right here.
And you know what? Since we were talking about kids, that actually came from a little kid, and he was always like, I'm mad. So I was like, that'd be kind of funny, and the monkey is my thing.
All right.
So, like,
yeah.
put it together.
I like it, man. The website's nice.
It's real nice.
Thank you.
All right, so
so you did it all yourself.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much in the music industry, what you will start learning is learning different departments: graphics, web designing, music production, mixing, marketing. I mean, you just really have to be well-rounded as far as go, because at the end result, what you'll end up seeing is you'll actually be so well-rounded that you can actually be your own label, and then use what you learn from yourself, and then get new talent and sit in the bag and make that money.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of being well-rounded, I was reading your bio and it said that you started music at like an early age.
Right, correct.
Like at 4, playing piano.
Right.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of one of those typical Asians, play the piano, and you're here playing, and you don't play your full set, a little bamboo stick.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So, yeah, it was that
I
serious.
thought that was in movies.
Yeah, real life. So yeah, you get into it, and it's more so just one of those things where you grow to actually love it. Some will actually grow to love it, and some will just kind of dissipate away from it, and then actually get into math and engineering. I'm just speaking. That's all.
All right. Yeah, because I just started playing guitar at 6. Yeah. And so I guess I was late for your standards.
Well, no. I mean, like at this point, it's just it's about the persistence. It's
right.
And just continuing to do what you love to do.
How does that background, that classical background, kind of affect your music now?
If you listen to the it actually does. If you listen to the album, I'm a very big key player. So, even though the music is a little different, the style is a little different. The way that I arrange it, the way that I put the keys, it's a lot different. You can tell from a basic producer who taps on the like do 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 do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with one finger.
Right.
The one finger touch. To the person to where they actually play chords and things like that. Not saying that it's better than another.
Yeah.
It's just you can kind of tell the way that it's arranged in the music and things like that. So.
All right. If you don't know, you can like feel it. You know what I mean? If you're intellectual.
But at the end of the day, it's like this is like if it feels good to you, then it's good music.
Right.
That's the end of the story.
Right.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter whether it's properly played or it's not. If it sounds bad, it's just bad. No, for real.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ear likes what it likes.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very, very much true.
Nice.
Now, you got a marketing degree, right?
That is correct.
At UT?
UT, yes.
Right. So, I mean, and I guess that goes into your whole being well-rounded, because I've seen your website, and if you do your website like Judy Love was talking about earlier, all yourself, that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, see, that's just a slight part of marketing, and realistically, yes, I did go to school, but a lot of it is in the emotion. You actually have to get into it to understand. Because being in school, you learn a lot of terminology, theories, and things
the
like
technical
that.
stuff. They don't teach you.
Right. And so, like, you're assuming that when you get out of college, that boom, I'm gonna get into this CEO job, and I'm, being a suit, Maseratis, and it doesn't work like that. You actually have to learn from all your mistakes.
Yes.
And that's really like where it's at is learning you from your mistakes and learning not to do it again, and then learning what to do, what not to do, what works, what doesn't work, as far as goes.
Well, it looks like you figured it out now. I really like this CD cover.
Oh, thank you very much.
I really like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you know the meaning to it?
I
like
do
what
not.
What I'm trying to say?
I was going to ask you what's...
Wait, let's try to figure it out.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody, let's analyze the CD cover. We're gonna put it up on the.
You should just write it down. That's what I was thinking.
All right. No, actually, no. Go ahead and tell us, because we're not.
Okay, cool. We'll be here for you.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, the monkey, which is Kiko, he started out as far as the logo, the brand, but then kind of evolved into my alter ego. If you know me on a personal level, I'm really chill. I'm just, I'm laid back. I'm just a chill person. Now, Kiko, on the other hand, is when I become Chynaman. Like when I'm on stage, I'm a different person. I'm really social. I'm really active. I'm really a lot of full energy. And so in the picture itself, as you tear me off, you'll see my alter ego.
I like that.
Okay.
So that's what it means. And if you turn in the back,
it's the
Right.
it's the same thing. But
from
what does that silhouette look like?
It is a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
yes,
Ah.
we're always there.
See,
Oh,
yeah,
women
exactly.
always on the back of your mind.
Yeah, no. Well, see, here's the thing: is like this is like women's they're everywhere. So
Yes,
it's like,
we are.
It's just more so in an artistic way to kind of give you a little bit of my characteristics and who I am without being very vulgar or like blunt. Because a lot of times today in music, if you notice a change from, let's say, Marvin Gaye, where he's saying like this and that, but he's smooth about it, and he's
Right.
subtle, and it's still like, oh, hold up, like, but it's like one of those like, ooh, nice. Now it's just, I'm gonna bait it up, alright, like, I'm gonna get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff like that, which is very raunchy and vulgar, which I guess that's what our new generation likes and things.
Yeah,
like
people.
that.
Yeah, they don't like subtlety.
just straight up, and just
Right.
nothing else.
Yeah.
I understand.
Straight to the point. And trying to waste some time.
Because you do a lot of collabs, right?
Yeah,
with a
that's
lot
correct.
of people. And one of the ones you've done with B Ham.
Yeah, correct.
If you don't know him, he did do the Ricky Bobby.
Yes.
And one of the songs was Thirsty,
Yes,
right? And I like that song quite a bit, man. Actually, do you mind if we actually run to it?
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and play Thirsty, man. We're going to be back with Chynaman.
Okay.
Thirsty.
That's just about them.
Welcome back to Immense Music. We've been in here having a pretty lively conversation.
I know, it's good.
Yeah, over the Chynaman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Learning some new stuff, some information.
Oh yeah.
You want to go ahead and talk about some of the stuff you were telling us over the break?
Well, basically we were talking about music and then how to approach a DJ.
Yes, how to approach the
and so one of the things I was telling them is like being a DJ and being in the DJ world, you have to realize the different changes in technology, and technology is really important in how we live a life and how we see things. So what I was telling them is presentation is really important as far as goes. So regardless if you have that funds or you have somebody major backing you up, you still have to go out there and be as professional as possible. And what I mean by that is like, okay, let's just say you don't have graphic designing abilities, then you have to save up. Save up and then hire you a graphic designer. You may not be able to hire the best that you want, but you at least have somebody who will create something that looks semi professional. Right. Because at the end of the day, it's this: is if you're not professional, you're not gonna make it. No one's gonna take you seriously.
Right.
They're gonna just look at you like, yeah. Because there's a connotation now, like, so what do you do? I say I do music, and so that kind of puts it into a general sense. But when you say I'm a rapper, they're like, oh man,
it's all about marketing. How you present
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. Is just we've gotten to a point in our life where technology is so advanced and everybody can do it, and so now everybody's doing it, but they're doing it halfway.
Okay.
They think like I'm competing against my neighbor, but you're not really competing against your neighbor. You're competing against nationwide, international. That is who you need to be competing with. That's where your mindset needs to be competing with. So with that said, is when you approach a DJ, you don't approach him where oh, I created this song. It's the hottest song in the whole world. Yeah, of course it is. You made it. But but that's not technically true. What I was telling them is like you have to create relationships. That's what business is all about.
Right.
It's creating relationship with people, helping them win. In essence, you will win.
Right.
And what that means is this is not only do you not tell them, hey, this is a song I want you to play, but you create that relationship. What I do is this is what I tell them. One, I normally get a female friend that is, hopefully she is attractive.
Nice on the eyes. I got you.
And she has to have a good mouthpiece too.
Right, of
That's
course.
really important. Mouthpiece is really important. And if you guys don't understand what that means, it's just she has to
can
be very
talk real
social. She has to be very.
She can talk good.
Like Wikipedia, ability to communicate very well.
Yes.
And things like that. So she'll just be there taking care of the DJ, building that relationship, getting the number, getting the email, and then you start, talking to them. As far as goes, hey, check out the music. They'll realize, oh man, they came and they supported my event, and you need to do that on a consistent basis, because what people base their decisions off of is like, oh, I see them all the time. They're at my event. They're supporting things like that. Also understand that this DJ, whether it's a female or male, they're at work.
Right.
So it's kind of like going up to the doctor, like, oh man, come check out this new track I made. He's at surgery. You know what I mean? You gotta have to like let him cool down and meet him on terms where they're not actually at work. So we're just hanging out, we're just getting to know each other and things like that. Also, know your DJs. Serato ready. Everybody's on computers. So now you have to have your thing on a memory stick. You also have to be able to allow that memory stick to just go, because the DJ's not going to be able to check it out right then and there. Reason why I say that is like, let's just say they're trying to rip a track from your CD. The computer is doing a lot of different things. The main job for a DJ is to make sure that the people are dancing and it's going. It's a lot of hard work. So as a DJ, if you don't come out sweating, then you're not really working. No, for real. And I'm not talking about push-ups or anything like that. Man, you gotta. It's intense, for real.
So I take it you used to be a DJ.
Well, I still DJ. I mean, that's a moneymaker right there as far as goes. Now I'm just more so like, I go in and then I come out and collect the money, and that's it.
So I got a question so anybody that's out there trying to get their stuff played, because a lot of people come up with CDs. So are CDs kind of extinct pretty much?
It is, but it's not.
As far as the DJ
right. So there's still, and reason why I say they're still valid is the reason being, if you do live music, right? People are not, they're not gonna buy your music
on the flash drive.
or on the phone. It's too much work. Okay, now I got to go to Google. Okay, Google Play. All right, now I got to put in my credit card. Oh, I'm at the club. I'm not trying to like let everybody see all my info, my black card, and all that stuff. People are not. They're more of an impulse buyer. If they like you, then like, hey, it's $10. Oh,
get it right there.
Just remember though, like you need to make sure you have your Square and your PayPal, because not everybody carries cash. Because now these days people use the excuses like, oh, I don't have cash, like, but I got credit. Oh, no problem. Boom, right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's just, this is more of an emotional buy. Like as you go to the mall, like, oh man, I'm feeling down. Shoot. For guys, I don't know what y'all buy. Like, I can't. I can't go to Guitar Center because I'll start spending like thousands of dollars on equipment, and then and then for ladies, like, I'm just buying this.
Yeah, me, I like movies. Yeah. But yeah, I do like shoes.
So at the end of the day, you're kind of buying on an impulse based off of emotions, and so that's kind of the same thing with the CDs. Also, it's good for presentation as far as
the general
radios, things you give out and things like that. So it's still valid. Because you wouldn't give somebody a memory stick unless they wanted it. That music, it's. They translate it as, okay, I'm gonna pop it in my car, and one of the things I was gonna say, presentation is really important, is your CD is actually more important than your actual album cover, because the album cover will be destroyed at the end of the day, and then like all that's left is the CD cover itself. So if the CD cover is very attractive, one person might be like, oh, what's this? Let me pop it into my car. Then you see the little like transition of like from one person to another person without forcing them to actually be like, oh yeah, check this out, because that's what we're doing now. Like, yo, new track, check it out. And I was like, I don't even know you.
Right.
That's P.S. That's a wrong way, and I used to do this all the time. Wrong. If you don't know him, don't send him like a personal message. Yo, brand new track, check it out.
You know what?
That's rude.
I actually just now figured out what PM means. Personal messages. Because I just got on Twitter and Instagram, so I wasn't, because like you're saying, technology changes. You start doing radio, you got to get on different things. So I keep on saying, I know it's something personal. I don't know what but now you say personal, it all clicked.
Yeah.
See, I'm learning new things.
Yeah.
Listening
to we all learning new things. Like
every day.
I'm learning too. You know what I mean? That's part of life.
Yeah.
Man. This some good information,
good
man.
Stuff.
Thank you.
Down here we say it's the truth. Up north they say you're giving us pearls.
Giving us pearls.
Dropping jewels.
Yeah, jewels.
They don't say like dropping knowledge anymore.
Do they say knowledge up? I mean,
I don't think so.
Knowledge bomb. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I'm old man. So how did so with the rapping, and you went from classical and all this stuff, and you did your music, and you seem like you have your foot in pretty much everything.
Right. Well, this is what would happen. Like I pretty much, of course, I was classically training, and then got into the choir, and then one thing I know about myself and one of the talents is being able to prepare somebody for something else, because when we were in the choir, we would have competitions, and I would be pretty much teacher assistant, teaching them how to vocally sing, and the things that they need to be working on, and things like that. And so that's transferred into production. And so once I got my first keyboard, the Roland XP 80, see if y'all are gearheads, you would know what that is. Now it's all about like Ableton and all this, Pro Tools and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's old. That's old school. So anyway, the point of it is this: it's like you got into productions, and then I just start producing for other people, and things like that, and that evolved.
Who were some of the people that first like put you on, let you produce for them, that trusted enough to let Chynaman give them a beat or something?
Well, basically there was a group called Fresh to Death. This was like frat brothers and things like that. And so they were serious, and that's the reason why I pretty much moved down there. Like, man, we're serious about making music. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, brought down the whole studio and things like that, and we just started making music. But I think everybody evolves from that, and gets in different things.
Goes different directions and places like that. I understand.
Interesting.
Very, very much so. All right, well, we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna go to some music, and we're gonna be back with more Chynaman and some more knowledge. Jewels.
Yes.
It's your man Black Run signing on, checking in. I'm giving you too much intelligence, too much integrity, and too much intellect on TMI Radio. Do it to yourself. Listen, log on, learn.
All right, welcome back to Immense Music. This is Cochise,
Judy Love,
Droski,
and we back with more Chynaman.
Chynaman.
That's what's up. We just heard that Rhythm of Love, and that's on his new Believe in You album.
Yeah,
that's you actually just dropped, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your album, and like what kind of like, I guess the work you goes into putting the album out, something like this.
Yeah, I mean, like throughout time, like I've just been around a lot of different type of music. Diversity is kind of my key. I've been around hip hop. I've been around pop. I've been around dance music. I've been around Latin, Asian music. Like, I mean, that country, rock. Alternative.
Judy loves a country girl.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what? It's actually very soothing. I love the way they tell a story.
Yes.
So that's kind of why I listen to these type of things, because it helps you be a lot more diverse, and from there, kind of going back to marketing, you're more marketable to different people instead of one specific market, because you kind of close yourself out, and then at the end of the day, that's losing money.
Right, because I noticed your music tends to do a lot of cross genre, hip hop, electronic, pop,
and that's from just being around this type of stuff. Me, I'm more like a fusion type of person, and so like an album, you're gonna hear a little bit of Latin mixed in with the popular music of like hip hop, and then what they call the twerk, and then electronic music. The sounds is not necessarily in that particular genre, but it can fall into that. Because of the little transitions and things, the sounds that we decide to put in. There's also like a ballad in there, which kind of showcases a lot more of my keyboard skills. A lot of the music, you'll hear a lot of pianos, like the pianos in there. So that's kind of one of my strengths. So you'll hear a lot of that, but I believe it's just it tells a live story about me and people in general, because a lot of things it's what I would say is like kind of puts you in a little roller coaster. And as far as goes, the thirsty is kind of like the club, like the crunk thirst, thirst, get it, things like that. Thundercat. Yeah. And you know what? Not everybody knows about Thundercat, and that's you know why I put that there is because that's a slick way of saying that other word without actually saying it. It's kind of like. I don't want to compare to Mark. Yeah, but he would say it. But that's just, I'm just saying, like, there's a very slick way of saying things you want to say. You just got to be creative with it. And I think the more creative it is, the more acceptable, because the only bad thing about it is like having a little kid like that again.
Hey, as long as they don't say it in context, nobody talk about it. They're gonna be like, hey, let's throw.
They don't really realize it. They don't really realize it because actually the llama song is actually I'm describing something which I'm not sure how clean this radio is.
You're good.
Okay, so if you look under Urban Dictionary, the llama song. Should I let y'all look it up and then you tell me what you think?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We're gonna let the song look it up.
The song itself, so it's urbandictionary.com, and then just type in llama, LLAMA. The song is just kind of telling the story where your boys, the ones that are the hardest, and talking about like, oh yeah, man, these girls don't tell me nothing, and then they finally find that one, the one who are players, and they find that one man. They're under control, like, man, it was that good. It was that good. So, anyways, it's a story about that. If you go through the urbandictionary.com and you'll find out what it is. I'll let y'all, look it up instead of saying it.
We'll go back to that. Yeah. Did you find it?
No, I haven't found it.
But there's a lot of different things on there. There's a little bit of R&B to it too. Like I was telling you, To You is like that step song, and this is more so me telling the future, because I had this thing where like I look at somebody, I find out about something, and I can tell you your future. Not necessarily that I'm Mr. Cleo or anything like that. I tell you your future, man. Not like that.
I was just thinking that.
But more so like the characteristics. Now, if you decide to take that road, you have the ability, you have the talent to do that. As far as going, a lot of it is general. Because actually, like I predicted the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight.
Really?
As far as goes, I knew Mayweather was going to fight. He was going to win the fight, but it was going to be on the technicality, and then they're going to say like, "Oh, he paid off the judges, blah blah blah, or whatever, things like that." So, you know what I mean? That was the prediction, but because of the characteristics of what's happening, his characteristics, how society works, like that's how I came up with the prediction. Other songs is just like One Life to Live. A lot of times, I think we live just to live. We don't really live life like. There's things there's passion that we want to do, but we scared either because of the fear or because we feel like we can't do it or we don't have enough confidence.
Right.
And that's kind of where it goes back into you. You got to believe in you before anybody believes in you.
Yeah.
Type of deal. So what I'm saying is this is trying to tell the generation now and the next one and the one in the past is just like, you got to believe in you regardless of what it is, type of deal. Because the main thing is being consistent. With what you do, and once you're consistent, people will start respecting you. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. You continue to do what you do and grow, people will respect you.
Right.
And then they're gonna come around and be like, I respect you.
Yeah.
Right.
Type of deal. And that's just really the way that it works. So the first person that needs to believe in you is yourself.
All right. And I mean, because your album is it seems like it's like you say, it's a mesh. You start with the Club Thirsty, then you go, and it seems like you have a lot of stories. The songs tell like a lot of story, because you said Rhythm of Love was a story.
Yeah.
A story about love. We just heard.
And then there's the Latin one, Dame. Like, I spent a lot of time in San Antonio, so of course, dating with Latin women, Hispanic women, you kind of start catching up on a little bit of here and then. So like, Dame has a
question on that San Antonio. Charles Barkley once said San Antonio doesn't have very pretty women. Is that your experience with San Antonio?
Okay, there's a lot of. Okay.
I know you're from Houston, so you're biased. I understand.
Okay. First, I'll say, every woman's beautiful in their own way. Now, if we're talking about,
stop there. I think they answered the question.
now, I'll say this is like. There's a lot of gorditas, like, little chunkies and stuff like that. But, everybody need a little bit of loving. Now, if you go to Miami, now that's a different breed of Latin women.
I hear that.
You're like, the boom, bam, like, like.
Fall in love, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up.
And then you caught up with the crazy baby mom.
Take this show to South Beach.
All right, yeah. Broadcasting live in South Beach. Ooh. Yeah.
So it is, and it's partially because it's Texas's fault, because we're getting to the fitness thing, but a lot of it is just we're kind of lazy. We don't really want to work out. We don't understand the genetics of where we come from, and then so it has a lot to do with it, and then people get caught up with work and then having too many kids, and then there's just no time to work on the self and the body. All right,
it's hard work.
Yeah, you got one life to live, one body to live.
Exactly, live it to the fullest.
You gotta take care of it. Live life to the full with no regrets.
Yes.
Now, where can the people find you? Because we're getting close to the end of the show.
Okay, they can find me on Facebook. That's facebook.com DJ Chynaman Music, and it's Chynaman with the Y, not with the I. And then SoundCloud, it's just Chynaman Music, Y with not without the Y. I mean, also I'm with the Y, not with the I. So it's Chynaman Music on SoundCloud. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram. All of it is pretty much the same thing.
Same DJ Chynaman.
So you want to kind of like keep it consistent. I just like, man, I was DJing when I was doing my Facebook, and so I couldn't switch it off and things like that. So yeah. Okay. But everything else is pretty consistent. Like I said, that's pretty much one of the keys.
You got any shows that are coming up? Or are you going to be
anywhere? Actually, I'll be performing with Just J at a M&B Lounge on July the 2nd. So that's going to be really nice.
At M&B Lounge?
Yeah, M&B. That's over there in Arkansas. Lane.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you out there.
Only for the going to sex, baby. Only for the
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. It's been very educational.
Very educational.
Thank you very much.
Like you can tell you do a lot of thinking. You put a lot of thought into your lyrics, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're out there,
you think about stuff before you do it.
They do. Go out there.
Exactly.
Believe in You was in the stores now.
Yeah.
Chynaman.
Google Play, iTunes, all major retail stores. Right. Also, it's on www.Chynaman Music because we made it e-commerce too. So.
Okay. I told you his website is. If you haven't been to the website, go to the website. Check it out.
It's real nice.
If nothing further, I'm mad. You got to see that.
Oh, you got to check out some of the video too, because Thirsty has a video too, and actually Rhythm of Love has a video. We're just working on the marketing section part before we release it out. But it's dope. It's dope. Like a lot of work been put into that.
You wouldn't even think it was local. You wouldn't. I had no idea it was done in Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth.
You wouldn't.
And actually, that was on Nationwide TV too, because they had their own little station. So it was broadcast. I had some people call me from Las Vegas. It's like, oh man, I see your video. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. Like from Miami too. So it was a good time.
It sounds like it's great. All right, man. But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you
so much.
All right, this is Benny Mintz Music with Cochise,
Droski,
Judy Love.
All right, we're going to some music. We'll be back.